Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Remember this, the stronger the dollar gets, the more likely we will see a wave of defaults and a debt crisis will spread like wildfire. So, the myth goes, I guess for people who aren't familiar with monetary policy, is that, if the dollar is strong, let's bring up the dollar strength index, DXY. So this is the strength of the US dollar, okay? And as you guys can see, since about early 2021, the dollar has maintained dominance for the better part of 2 years. But there is a problem with this. Many are focused on the price of gold in USD terms. Gold is serving its role for many people globally, but a new international reserve currency is coming. Gold Telegraph continues down here by saying, by the way, if the dollar bulls think this is a net positive for the longevity of the dollar, you are in for a rude awakening. Every passing day, countries are looking for alternatives because they are tired of this financial weapon. You got to remember, if the dollar is too expensive, well, that also affects the US economy, considering the dollar is the world reserve currency. Gold Telegraph continues by saying we are in the early stages of a monetary reset. And so, that is no surprise. I think if you've been paying attention over the last few years, you probably do realize we are in the midst of a global reset, and not just a global financial reset, a great reset broadly, okay? At Bracek1 down here saying agreed, but it's not going to be gold. So how are they going to reset? The assumption is that we're going to move back to a gold standard. But he says, it's not going to be gold. This is the digital age, not the horse and buggy age. David down here saying, why then are central banks buying gold? Nostradamus down here saying, gold at all times in the Japanese yen, doing what it should for the Japanese people. China and Russia, Africa, EMs, Middle East, Central America, South America. So there are a lot of theories down here with regards to how this is going to be reset and what kind of currency the world could reset to, could adjust to make the standard. Well, us in the XRP community, I think we have a few ideas of how this is going to go. XRP obviously being set up to be that global payment currency, something that is basically going to be able to bridge every kind of asset, not just currencies, never mind currencies, any kind of asset and any kind of debt. It's going to be able to provide that liquidity in order to bridge that, in order to fulfill payment transactions. And, it's going to do this over the XRPL, as we know, utilizing RippleNet technology through the company Ripple, and ultimately bridging this through the cryptocurrency XRP. And every month, there's 1 billion XRP that is released from the escrow, and today is September 2nd, so we recently did just get another 1 billion XRP released from the escrow, this courtesy of Ant1 here on Twitter. San Francisco blockchain company Ripple has released another huge amount of XRP, 1 billion, into the ecosystem. In the meantime, whales have shifted nearly 500 million XRP via top cryptocurrency exchanges. So not only is 1 billion XRP released into the ecosystem, we are also seeing a lot of large quantities of XRP, large activity being processed on the XRP ledger. Ripple has been unlocking these big lumps since 2018, as you guys know. It was unlocked in 3 amounts, this time 200 million, 300 million, and 500 million, so this courtesy of Whale Alert here on Twitter. But there was another 404 million XRP moved by whales from various different exchanges. Overall, these trading platforms shifted over 404 million XRP. The largest single transfer here carried an astounding 180 million XRP. The rest of the transactions moved 74.6 million, 50 million, 40 million, and 60 million respectively. These tokens were moved with the participation of huge exchanges like Binance, Bittrex, Bitso, and Bitstamp. So we are seeing a lot of XRP moving, guys. The movers and the shakers, the whales, really kind of gearing up, I guess, ready to trade. Perhaps their XRP, ready to move them to other accounts, getting them ready for je ne sais quoi. So we got the whales and the spec market participants, but we also got real world utility. We've got Ripple partnerships. This one from Mike Manfield here. Japan's SBI Digital Asset Holdings announced that it has joined the project, hopefully to show them that the best institutional DeFi on a public blockchain is Ripple. So this news just out with regards to Ripple partner SBI. At the end of May, the Monetary Authority of Singapore announced Project Guardian, which aims to explore institutional DeFi on a public blockchain. At that time, the participants were JP Morgan, DBS Bank, and MarketNode, the tokenization joint effort from the Singapore Exchange and Temasek. So note here, Temasek, also a Ripple partner. Today, Japan's SBI Digital Asset Holdings announced that it has also joined the project. So two major decentralized DeFi innovations are borrowing and lending platforms based on smart contracts, such as Aave and Compound, and automated market making, such as Uniswap for trading. However, these examples are all permissionless, whereas Project Guardian is permissioned and targeted at the wholesale market. Automation without intermediaries is a key DeFi feature and enables greater efficiencies. By reducing costs, financial services can potentially be cheaper for all investors. And instead of restricting some investments to high denominations, fractionalization can broaden access. Another benefit is automation enables 24/7 trading and lending. And so this is, I think, the key point. This is where Ripple also really thrives in the world of payments. Distributed ledger technology provides the opportunity for 24/7 payments. And I think this was one of the bigger pain points with regards to payments in the past. You could only really send payments during business days, during business hours. Well, this is opening up, blockchain is really opening this up in a lot of different sectors. Payments, obviously, where Ripple is focused on in the beginning, but DeFi as well. Going to cover a lot more aspects of that. For both lending and trading, intermediaries are replaced by a combination of algorithms coded in smart contracts and liquidity pools of assets. And now Ripple partner SBI, they are involved in Project Guardian, so they have been at the forefront of blockchain and tokenization in Japan. SBI Digital Markets is a digital broker-dealer, and Asia Next is a joint venture between Six Group and SBI, which plans to provide both cryptocurrency and digital security services. Six has its own Swiss-based Six Digital Exchange, which started by targeting digital securities but has since expanded into Web3 and crypto. So there is a connection too with XRP, I believe, and Six, the Six Exchange. I think Ripple had something going with them a few years back, but SBI definitely a confirmed Ripple partner. They have now joined Project Guardian, so that's some interesting news. Also, Ripple partners DBS Bank. We know for sure they're a Ripple partner, and I noticed they mentioned here Temasek as well, also a Ripple partner. So we'll see what's brewing there. Wanted to thank Mike Manfield for pointing that out. So I know the XRP community sees where this is going. Matthew Liny also wants, perhaps, maybe some of you guys might not realize this yet, but can you see the bigger picture? So we've got Ripple, their involvement in CBDCs, the development of CBDCs on the XRP ledger, and interoperability, bridging the gap in innovation. This is why they've been partnering with the Digital Dollar Foundation and the Digital Pound Association, all these companies that are looking to provide a CBDC, a central bank digital currency for the digital age. We also have the IMF blog here, Reimagining Money in the Age of Crypto and Central Bank Digital Currency. So this brings me to another interesting point from Matthew Liny. The world is in need of a new Bretton Woods. As per Gold Telegraph here, the dollar is getting stronger, and the world, many countries around the world who are kind of being forced to use the US dollar as the world reserve currency, they are getting more and more fed up with this as the dollar gets stronger. As I mentioned earlier, the dollar strength is a double-edged sword. Good in some cases for the US economy, but not so good in other cases. So where are we going with this? Are we going to see another global reserve currency? Is it going to be digital? And what kind of digital currency could we see? Well, guys, check this out. Ripple partner UniCredit is hosting the Reinventing Bretton Woods Committee Conference on September 23rd. Ripple has been discussed there in the past. Dozens of Ripple members are partners with the Reinventing Bretton Woods Committee. So check this out, the Reinventing Bretton Woods Committee up here. This is from their website. UniCredit is a Ripple partner, and they are a host. Also take a look at some of these partners. We mentioned UBS Bank in the past. They're a Ripple partner, Accenture, Arab Monetary Fund. I think the Central Bank of Peru is one as well. The Central Bank of the Philippines. Down here, the World Economic Forum, surprise, surprise. Bank of England, Standard Bank, the Reserve Bank of Australia, and the list goes on. So guys, what does this mean? Here is the website. So coming soon, it doesn't have a lot of information, but some information here, just kind of outlining what will happen at this forum. So again, they are called the Reinventing Bretton Woods Committee. And for those of you guys who do not know, the Bretton Woods system of monetary management established the rules for commercial and financial relations among the United States, Canada, Western European countries, Australia, and Japan after the 1944 Bretton Woods Agreement. And so just a quick recap here. What is the Bretton Woods Agreement? I know some of you guys probably already know this, but the Bretton Woods Agreement was reached in 1944, and it was a summit held in New Hampshire, USA, on a site by the same name. The agreement was reached by 730 delegates, who were the representatives of the 44 allied nations that attended the summit. Now remember, this is around the time at the end of World War II. The delegates within the agreement used the gold standard to create a fixed currency exchange rate. This is what's important about this. They used a gold standard. They created a rate based on that, and it was stable. The agreement also facilitated the creation of immensely important structures in the financial world. The International Monetary Fund, for one, the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, the IBRD, which then later changed its name to the World Bank. That's how we know it today. The World Bank, by the way, the same organization that has mentioned XRP and XLM in a document referring to them as stable coins. If you guys didn't catch the video I did on that, I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner. So all dots that we're kind of connecting here to create a broader picture of where this could be going. So in summary, the Bretton Woods Agreement established a system through which a fixed currency exchange rate could be created using gold as the universal standard. And again, just going back to this tweet here, from Gold Telegraph specifically, he's saying here that because the dollar is getting stronger, we are going to see a wave of defaults and a debt crisis. And, perhaps we are making our way to a new international standard, new international reserve currency incoming. People being critical here, though, but it's not going to be gold. So will it be gold? Will it be something else? Again, that was 1944. Fast forward to 2022. Where are we going to go from here? The agreement involved representatives from 44 nations and brought about the creation of the IMF and the World Bank. As we know, the fixed currency exchange rate system eventually failed. However, it provided much needed stability at the time of its creation. So we are kind of at, I've said this before, we're at an inflection point where we're kind of mirroring what had happened back in 1944. This is why there's this committee, Reinventing Bretton Woods. And as per Matthew Liny, Ripple has been discussed there in the past. And take a look at all the Ripple partners, not to mention UniCredit, a Ripple partner who is actually hosting this event. And the IMF is also on board with this new Bretton Woods moment. This was Kristina Georgieva, from October of 2020. A new Bretton Woods moment. This was a presentation she did. I'm not going to read you the entire presentation. Well, the video's here if you guys want to watch the video, but it's also transcribed down here. You guys can watch it or you can read the conversation here with Kristina Georgieva. I just highlighted a portion down here that I wanted to read to you guys. We face what I have called a long ascent for the global economy, a climb that will be difficult, uneven, uncertain, and prone to setbacks. Let's not forget this was kind of after year one of the pandemic, almost a year. And so, a lot had changed at this point in time. We are almost 2 years since this point, so more has even changed, but the economy has just gotten a lot more effed up. But it is a climb up, she says, and we will have a chance to address some persistent problems: low productivity, slow growth, high inequalities, a looming climate crisis. We can do better than build back the pre-pandemic world. So take a look at what she's saying here. Build back better, anyone? Already setting the stage, the pre-context of creating a new financial system, tearing down the old one, which the powers that be had been planning on doing from the beginning, to create a new one that's going to set a new standard. Again, let me remind you who is partnered with this Reinventing Bretton Woods Committee. The World Economic Forum. They keep popping up everywhere, those pesky pricks. Georgieva continues to say we can build forward to a world that is more resilient, sustainable, and inclusive. We must seize this new Bretton Woods moment. So there you have it, a new Bretton Woods moment in the works. The Reinventing Bretton Woods Committee here, hosted by Ripple partner UniCredit. It's happening later this month. Many other Ripple partners involved in this, not to mention the World Economic Forum. So, I've said it in the past and for many other reasons, XRP, a new digital currency standard for the world of payments. This is just another reason why I'd strongly suggest that will be the case. That's just my opinion, though. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.